Good morning Year 7 and welcome to today's maths lesson. Let's start off with a quick starter. Can you please simplify for me 6/22ths? Can you then add together 12.56 plus 987.23? And can you tell me what's the area of a triangle that's got base 5 centimetres and height 10 centimetres? Pause the video for a few minutes and in your light blue books have a go at these questions now please. Okay, let's go through some answers. So to simplify a fraction, we just need to divide top and bottom by the same number. KJ, what number goes into both 22 and 6? 2, lovely. So we can divide top and bottom by 2. That would be a great place to start. And that would then leave me with 3/11ths. I can't simplify that any further because there's no number that will go into both 3 and 11. So that's my answer. My second question, I asked you to add together these two numbers. Now the best way to do it is to put your larger number on the top, like so, and then your slightly smaller number underneath, making sure all your columns line up. And now let's add them together. Zara, 6 plus 3. 9, lovely. Felix, 2 plus 5. 7, awesome. Dan, 2 plus 7. 9, awesome. Ione, 8 plus 1, also 9. And 9 plus 0, I'll take that one, it's 999.79. Finally, I asked you to find the area of a triangle. Here's my triangle. I told you the base of this triangle was 5, and the height from top to bottom is 10. My formula for the area of a triangle is half base times height, which in this case is going to be a half times 5 times 10, which gives me what, Jasper? Lovely, 25. But I'm not finished. Why am I not finished? I need to put a unit in. I've got an area. So when I'm talking about areas, my unit is going to be centimetres squared. Important to remember that unit, guys. Okay, today we're going to be looking at fractions of amounts, but we're going to be changing the numerator. So first of all, I'm going to do a quick demo. So pens down and watching the board. I want to find fractions of 12, and the first thing I'm going to do is draw a rectangle and say this rectangle is the whole amount. This whole rectangle is worth 12. If I want to find a half of 12, I need to divide this rectangle into how many pieces, Katie? 2, lovely. So I've got my rectangle, I divide it by 2. I know that my 2 pieces have got to add up to 12. So 12 divided by 2 will give me 6. So half of 12 is just 6. Okay, KJ, how about now? What am I going to do now? Right, I'm trying to find a third this time. So I need to split my rectangle into 3 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3. Again, these equal pieces have still got to add up to 12. So what is each of those pieces going to be worth for me? Katie? 4. Fantastic, because 4 plus 4 plus 4 will give me 12. I want one of those, so it's going to give me 4. So how about if I wanted to work out 2/3? I'm still going to split it into 3 pieces, because they're thirds, and that's my denominator. But this time I want 2 of them. So I want both of these sections. So 2/3 of 12 is going to be worth 8. 4 plus 4. And we're going to be using this today. In your dark blue books, can you give me the title Fractions of Amounts? And when you've done that, can I have pens down and eyes on the board while I go through an example and then you're going to go through an example afterwards. So if I've got 18 and I want to work out first of all a third, I need to draw a bar underneath and divide it into 3 pieces. And each of those pieces is going to be worth 6. Because 18 divided by 3 gives me 6. 6 plus 6 plus 6 gives me 18. I want one of those thirds for the first one, So that's just going to be 6, 1/3. The next question I've been asked to find 1/6 of 18, so this time I'm dividing it into 6 pieces. How much is each of those pieces going to be worth for me, Lily? 3. Because 6 times 3 will give me 18, which will make my big bar at the top. So 1/6 of 18 will be 3. How about if I want to find 2/3 of 18? This time I've already split my rectangle into thirds. However, I want 2 of those. Here's 2 of them. How much are those 2 going to be worth, Kiara? 12, lovely. So in the same way, if I want to find 5/6 of 18, I need 5 of these 1/6 blocks that we made earlier. Here they are. And Ava, how much is 5 of those blocks going to be worth? 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 15. Lovely. Okay, over to you. In your dark blue books, can you have a go at this example, please? I've got 21 as my big bar this time, and I need to find 1/3, 1/7, 2/3, and 4/7. Copy out this diagram into your dark blue books, fill in the bar model, and then work out the questions for me. Pause the video for a couple of minutes and do that now. Okay, let's go through it. 1/3 of 21. I've divided my 21 into 3 pieces because there's my denominator. It's 3. Each of those pieces this time is going to be worth 7. So 1/3 of 21 is going to be 7. The next question, I asked you to find 1/7. So I need 7 little blocks this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How much is each of those blocks going to be worth for me? 3, lovely. So each of those blocks is going to be worth 3 this time because 21 divided by 7 gives me 3. So 1/7 of 21 is indeed 3. My next question, I asked for 2/3 of 21. So I need 2 of those blocks. There's 2 blocks. So 2/3 of 21, I'm doing a different colour to make it a bit clearer. There's my 2/3. Freya, what's 2/3 of 21 therefore going to be? 14. Excellent. And finally, I now need to find 4/7 of 21. I already found 1/7. This time I need 4 of those. There we are. Angel, how much is 4/7 of 21 going to be worth? 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, which gives me 12. Make sure you've got that in your dark blue books, year 7 for me. And in your light blue books, can you now pause the video for 5 minutes or so and have a go at these in exactly the same way? Can you find the fractions of 24 and the fractions of 30? Pause the video for 5 minutes or so and have a go at those questions now in your light blue book. Okay, these are the answers I was looking for. Please check your work and see how you did. Okay, we're getting trickier. This time I've got 64 and 32. Please pause the video and in exactly the same way, spend about 10 minutes filling out these bar models for 64 and 32 and finding the fractions listed below. Pause the video now. And these are the answers I was looking for. Please pause the video and check how you did. Okay, finally I've got some trickier ones here. Here's a hint for you. The 15 is going to include decimals within these bar models. Don't worry if you get a bit lost at this point, okay? Spend 5 to 10 minutes in your light blue books having a go at these. You can definitely do 16. 15 is more of an extension. And these are the answers I was looking for. You should have got 3, 1.5, 9 and 10.5, 4, 2, 12 and 14. In your dark blue books, underneath your title, please can you write the number of parts, so draw a fraction in the middle of your page and say that the numerator tells you the number of parts and the denominator tells you the amount the whole is split into. So for our bars, if we were finding 3/8, I'd need to split my bar into 8 sections and I want 3 of them. I need to add up 3 of them. Can you now pause the video and make sure you've got this in your dark blue books for me now? Okay, you know how this works. I'm going to go through an example and then you're going to go through an example. I'm going to do the ones on this side, on the left, and then you're going to do some on the right-hand side. So the first question says, find 1/3 of 15. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my bar. And that bar is worth 15. If I want to find 1/3 of it, how many pieces do I need to split that bar into, Macy Jane? 3, lovely. I need to split it into 3. How much is each of my 3 parts going to be? What's 15 divided by 3 for me, Ellen? 5, awesome. So each of those parts is going to be worth 5. If I want 1/3, I just want one of those parts. So that's going to be £5. For the second question, I've been asked what 2/3 would be. So for 2/3, I need 2 of those parts altogether. So 2/3 is going to be £5 plus another £5, which gives me what, Angel? £10, lovely. Okay, please pause the video now and in your dark blue books, work out these examples for me. Pause the video and do that now. Okay, let's look at some answers. In exactly the same way, I'm going to start by drawing out my bar. My bar represents 30. If I want 1/3, I need to divide my bar into 3 sections. Each of those sections is going to be worth 10. For 1/3, I'm going to get £10 because I just need one of those pieces there. And the second part, I asked you to find 2/3. Let's see what 2/3 looks like. 2/3 looks like £20. Please make sure you've got this in your dark blue book for me now. Okay, Year 7, 3 sections there. Please choose your level and work your way through these questions. 4A is a little bit easier, 5C is a little bit trickier, or if you're super confident, please have a go at 5B. Pause the video and spend about 5 to 10 minutes on these questions now in your light blue books. Okay, Year 7, here are the answers I was looking for. I was looking for 10, 15, 6 and 6, 30, 10, 30 and 4, 36, 22, 42 and 72. Well done if you got 5B right. And finally for today, here's a grid. How many squares would I need to shade into this grid to shade 1/3 of it? Pause the video, have a little think. Is it A, B, C or D? Okay, Year 7, A, B, C or D? All vote now. Shout it out. Great. I was looking for C5. I want to shade in 1/3, so I need to shade in 5 parts, because if I divide that shape into 3 sections, just as I was doing if I was trying to find 1/3, I'm going to divide it horizontally. Dividing it into 3 sections, to shade in 1/3, I shade in 5 squares. And finally for today, can you please pause the video and work out what is 2/3 of £2.40? Pause the video for a couple of minutes and think about that now. Okay, let's go through the answer. So £2.40 is my whole. That's my big bar at the top. I look at my fraction and I say I need to split it into 3 parts. Each of those parts, £2.40 divided by 3 is going to be 80 or 80p. However, I would like to have 2 of them. Let's choose a different colour. I want 2 of them. So shout it out, Year 7. Which one is it going to be? A, B, C or D? All vote now. Lovely. I was looking for D. £1.60. Okay, Year 7, that's the end of today's lesson. Can you please now have a go at the exit ticket I've posted in Google Classroom? Thanks very much for listening and have a lovely day. Goodbye.